Greetings, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the time period of August 24th to September 8th, 2018. I am using Legacy Tarot cards. Okay, for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me, and I hope that you share these videos because they are extreme. And my goal always is to prevent these kind of crazy things from happening to people. But just be careful in any account. If you're dealing with a Cancer, be very careful with a Cancerian energy. Do you have a Cancerian female that they're very jealous of you? They're also, I don't know if you're jealous of them, whatever. Somebody's very jealous or they uphold very heavy feelings of jealousy toward you, but they also like you, but they're also trying to cosmetically, like, if this is a situation, if these are two like white women, I know it's random. If this is two white women, black women, I'm doing that for a reason. I'm gonna explain why. If these are two white women, one of them is in a situation, or Hispanic women, whatever. One of them is like in a situation where the other is comparing like nose sizes. Like somebody's trying to like talk about somebody's nose size, or somebody's trying to get cosmetic surgery so that their nose would look like the other person's, or so that their lips or ass or whatever it is, so it will look like the other person, whatever. But it has something to do with jealousy with that Cancerian female and them trying to look like you. I don't really feel like you're trying to look like them. If this is a situation with two women of any ethnicity trying to cosmetically configure themselves to look like the other, there's a situation where like look like someone or be like someone wants to be like the other person. It could be like life path, maybe something's going on with jealousy in somebody's life path. But again, the Cancer is jealous on all accounts, whether you're a man, a woman, whatever. They've got issues like with their looks, like they want to be looking like you, or they want to have the I guess I'm not sharing toothbrushes or combs and brushes with that energy. Or maybe you're finding out that somebody has been inviting that energy over, and they're using brushes and combs and toothbrushes. Maybe you think that somebody's homeless or they don't have money to buy those things for themselves. So maybe you're trying to lock up your stuff, but that's all tied into them being jealous of you. It's crazy, but that's all tied into them being jealous of you, or being too handsy with you and touching you and not touching you, whatever it is. But they want something's going on with boob size. Maybe if you're a guy and it's a Cancerian woman and you're dating that person, you like their boob size or you don't. Maybe something too small, maybe something too big. I don't know. Men usually favor bigger breasts. Men usually favor wider hips and bigger behinds as well. So maybe something is going on with that with you. And whether it could be a Cancerian dude, it doesn't have to be a Cancerian female. If you are a Leo woman, you could be dealing with a Cancerian man. Cancerian woman is jealous, they want to look like you. But if it's a Cancerian man, they're pointing out your flaws. If it's a Cancerian man, they're pointing out your flaws. Okay, so it could be in the workplace, it could be body image, it could be you not having a bigger ass or a bigger behind or bigger breasts or hips, or getting, it has something to do with somebody you're trying to like, something's going on with you being in a relationship with somebody, period, and them trying to tell you that you need cosmetic surgery or some type of craziness like that, whatever it is. Maybe you're trying to snap back at them and say that you also need it, whatever. Or maybe you're listening to that. It could be a situation where like maybe something is damaged and you have to get cosmetic surgery done. That could also be another situation. But your thigh hurts. Like if you're, whether you're a man or a woman, maybe your thigh is hurting. And maybe a Cancerian energy could be like a surgeon or a cosmetic surgeon of that kind of surgery. Maybe something is hurting and they have to put in plates or disc or metal plates or something crazy like that for somebody's hip. If it's that kind of situation, okay. Let's see. Oh man, Leo. Mm-mm-mm. Crooks on Sada, by the way. Okay, Leo. Hey, man. I don't know what to do about this stuff. So it could be some type of information that is coming towards you, but I keep getting nose size. Like something's going on with your nose. Like I don't know if it's like this, it's the size. Like I was getting like a nose. Something's going on with somebody's nose size and cosmetic surgery. This could be a situation here where, like, if you're a female, you're cosmetic, like maybe if you're a female, you're trying to, like, I don't know, you're trying to like get makeup done for an occasion, and maybe you're trying to like contour your nose with makeup, but it's maybe the makeup, the beautician, maybe they're having difficulty with doing that. It has something to do with the shape of your nose or the size of your nose. It's hard to do, or it's not looking like, maybe you are getting your nose contoured for a wedding or a party, whatever, but it's hard to do because of the way the angles and the shape of the nose with the hangman energy. If it's not that, then if you're not a woman, you're dealing with that, then this could be like hands-on work that you do, like some type of job, and you don't know what to do. Maybe it could be some type of craft or building or make construction. Like maybe there's something that you're trying to do that you did not go to school for. So it could be makeup. Maybe that's why I said trying to contour a nose and you don't know how to do it, or you're doing makeup period, or but it's about dresses. Maybe you make dresses, but I get the Aries does. And maybe there's an Aries that makes dresses, but something's going on here with something not being done very well. Or either it's something that is being done very well by Aries, or it's not with this kind of element. Or maybe you're trying to say that element could do better with making some type of dress or doing some type of makeup. The Aries could be the beautician that's doing your makeup and you don't like it. Something's also going on here with suing. So I don't know, maybe you feel like you need to sue an Aries. You may feel like you want to sue an Aries, but it's for something that they said. I don't know, you can sue somebody for, okay, I see what's going on. You want to sue someone, period. It doesn't have to be an Aries, or it could be a Cancer, Aries, whatever. It could be the Cancer. Maybe you want to sue someone, but I get that could be how someone passed. Aretha Franklin was an Aries, and maybe something's going on with suing going down, because maybe she could have been saved. Maybe some type of malpractice happened in the hospital, or it's a situation with, it could be a malpractice that happened with an Aries. Maybe something happened, or you want to sue an Aries. I don't know. Something's going on, but it's something about the nose situation. So it could be the Cancer, the Aries said that about you, whatever. But you literally, it's extreme to the point where you want to sue someone. I don't know how you could sue someone for what they said. This could be a situation. It could be the dress. Maybe, like I said, you're getting stuff done for a wedding or suit or whatever. Something, I don't know why you want to sue. Something is in like an outfit. So it could be like something is like itching you. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it caused some type of rash or hive or some type of skin issue on you or someone else. That's strange. You made, or Aries, or somebody made something for you, like a suit or a dress, and like maybe you feel like something is in the fabric. Like maybe you feel like somebody put something in the fabric that's irritating your skin. So maybe you're white, maybe you're fair, maybe you're very fair in complexion or not. I don't know what the deal is, and you're wearing like outfits. And the dress, the material is like making your skin, it's causing an issue with your skin. So either it's like snagging your skin for some reason, or it's like something is prickly feeling, like something that you have on is prickly and it's very uncomfortable. Maybe it could be makeup. Maybe you're putting something is strange with makeup, but you could be putting makeup on, or Aries, or somebody's putting makeup on, but it's causing like the same kind of shit. It's causing like I get a burning sensation. Like somebody's putting on makeup and it's causing a burning sensation. So it could be concealer, it could be like blush, it could be contour, it could be lipstick. Like somebody's putting on something on their face. But I get something about their whole body. You're using something on your whole body that is causing a burning or prickling or itchy sensation. And maybe that's why you want to sue. You want to take I get a lotion. You want to take a lotion back to the store, or some type of face cream. Like you want to take that stuff back to the store. But the she should not use. So there's something that you could be that she or Cancer or Aries. Somebody is using something that they bought from some store, and it's irritating the shit out of them, and it needs to go back to the store, or something got to the point where there's something got so bad to the point where the store is being sued. So something is going on with that. Okay, it could be a store. You could be on the outside looking into this. It could be external, maybe, but hey, you're laughing about that. You're laughing. Something going on with racism. So this could be a situation where you work somewhere, whether you could be a person of color or not. You could you could be working somewhere, and the place that you work in, maybe people, white people, or people who usually, like white people, or people are that are not people of color. Maybe they're buying things, and they're buying things, and maybe it's something is irritating their skin, but if you're a person of color or not, you may be laughing about it because maybe that person is racist. This could have been something that happened to what do you call it? This could have happened something that happened to a person that they're a store shopper. This could have been a manager that was racist, that was prejudiced, or a coworker. But maybe you're finding out something about them, like they use something that they're racist. They're racist or prejudiced. They use something like a lotion or a cream, and their skin is breaking out, or their skin is rashy and hivey. So I keep getting, you're cracking up. You're really like bent over laughing because it's because the person is racist, or because they just recently got done yelling at a black person or a Hispanic person or a person of color. They were treating them really bad, but something, maybe okay, I see what's going on. Maybe you feel like the person of color that was being oppressed in a job or a home, whatever, you may feel like that person did something bad to the racist person. Maybe you feel, I see what's going on. Okay, I'm going to break it down this way. This is crazy. For example, you could be a black person. You work in a store somebody is racist, that they're coming in, they're racist or prejudiced coming in, they're trying to buy things like lotion, this, that, and the third. Maybe the produce, maybe the stuff that is on the shelf, maybe it's okay, like it's okay to use, but maybe that same customer, they could have cussed you out. Like maybe they could have said something really racist towards you. So what you did was, you went over to the aisle or the shelf or whatever. You went over to it and opened it and poured something or put something inside of it and closed it back. And maybe the person that screamed at you, or you were onlooker and they were treating somebody of color really bad. So what you did was you took the container of it could be poison, it could be chloroform, it could be whatever it is. You took it and you gave it to that. They may have been looking for that particular product, and maybe you're onlooker. Maybe you could be an onlooker, and it could be another person of color, and maybe they're sharing that with you, and they did that, or you did that to them. But maybe you did it to protect someone. But whatever product somebody, the prejudiced person was looking for, you offered it to them. And you took it, and they took it and went home with it and used it, thinking they think like they're using it. They think that the store should be sued. Like they think that the store did something bad, or the store had like a bad batch of whatever. But it's really something that you did to them. Or maybe this is happening towards you. I don't know what the deal is. This could be happening towards you, or another coworker. Somebody actually opened all lotions are fine. It's just that one that somebody took because they wanted revenge on someone that was treating them bad, or they cursed them out because they were racist or prejudiced. So they open up something and put something inside. And you're like, here, I think you should buy this one. Jesus Christ. Wow. So that could be something that's going on with you directly, or it's external, it's happened to a friend, or you're shopping, and maybe you're shopping and maybe it's a form of karma that you're noticing that's happening to someone because they were treating somebody bad. So it doesn't have to be lotion. It could be like any analogy, or and somebody found a way to close it back. Someone found a way to like cover it to make it look like it wasn't opened, and they offered it to the evil person. They offered it to the evil person. So I don't know. That's crazy. So if it's not that, that could be liquor, that could be wine. That could be maybe somebody is really rude in like a bar or something with people of color. It's like racism and prejudice issues. Like maybe something's going on with like people retaliating, but they're not making it obvious that they're retaliating in a job, in a home, and wherever. That's interesting. Your starting point, Leo, has the Five of Wands, but it's I want to live. Someone's going on with you wanting to live. So maybe you're battling with housemates or people in the workplace, and maybe you want to live, like you want freedom in a job. Maybe you feel like you don't have freedom. There's something going on with customers. Customers are being really rude. You could be the one that did it. Customers are being really rude. Maybe you work in a store. Like house, people are being really rude to you in a house, or they're being really rude to someone else external in a house situation with the Five of Wands. Like it's about drumming. Maybe you drum, maybe you play the drums, or maybe somebody's banging a lot in a home. But there's a prevention. So someone could be banging something a lot on purpose to prevent someone like from saying something or doing something. Maybe I get someone a Pisces. A Pisces could be doing that on purpose to you. There's a Pisces that doesn't want you somewhere anymore. So it could be like in a band. It could be in a home. It could be in a job. Somebody is doing some type of annoying behavior to you. It's affecting you somehow. And they, it's their way of scheming. It's their way of scheming you out of something. You know that? But I get that's why you're starting your own thing. So this could be a situation here where maybe you're musically inclined, maybe you have a band, maybe it's performances, and somebody you're playing instruments with people. It could be a band. You're playing instruments with people, but maybe somebody's tired of the way you're playing instruments. They don't like it anymore. So maybe or it's happening to someone else in your band or in your clique or whatever. It could be a workplace stuff. Somebody's tired of the way you're doing something. Maybe somebody thinks that you could do better. Someone doesn't like what you're doing anymore. So what's happening is they're doing something's obscene about this as well. Something's very obscene. They're banging things but they're doing it on purpose so that you would get aggravated, so that you would want to leave. So it could be somebody trying to annoy you in a job, annoy you in a home. It could be kids. It could be a parent. Maybe clanking. Maybe somebody's trying to like clank glasses and things while you're sleeping, but maybe you feel like somebody's doing it on purpose. You feel like somebody's doing it on purpose. 5 of Wands. You can't sleep. You're trying to sleep and people are banging dishes and banging stove doors and knocking down things. It could be, like I said, in a store. Like maybe something's going on here with a store. I guess I'm about gentrification. You could work in an area that's very gentrified in the United States. You work in a store or in a place that's gentrified, and maybe like something's going on with being sloppy. Like maybe the people are really sloppy in some store. People, period, are really sloppy in the store. They're knocking down things. Like maybe you just stocked something and they knocked it right over. They did it on purpose. Somebody's trying to get you to quit something. So it could be like quit. Maybe it could be like smoking, drinking. Maybe somebody's trying to give you nasty liquor, nasty wine, or a bad batch of weed on purpose. Or they're trying to do shitty things in a job and knocking over things. A boss maybe knocking over stuff on purpose at a job. But also shredding. Somebody is shredding things in a job on purpose with the 5 of Wands. Why are they doing that? They're trying to you could have printed out a whole shitload of papers for school or paperwork somewhere. You could have went to like an office place and printed out, and they're like, oh, I thought that was trash. I thought it was trash. 5 of Wands. But your housemates are doing that to you. You have housemates that are doing that to you, and you're using your intuition that they want you to leave. But it's not about being black. Like something's going on with somebody being black in a home and moving things and shredding stuff. But I also get deleting things. Like something is also being deleted. It could be a phone. It could be somebody's phone. Like maybe you're deleting the numbers of old coworkers that you had. They used to do bad things to you, or they did bad things to you, or they're on the. This could be happening on the 5th of September, or the 25th, or the 5th of September. Maybe that's when you're leaving. Maybe that's when you're leaving a job. You can't take racism. You can't take the racism anymore in a job. It's driving you crazy. But you're talking about your sister. Maybe your sister is dealing with this in a home or a job environment where there's racism. But if she keeps moving things, like somebody keeps moving stuff in a home. Could be like a home situation where like you don't live with people that you're related to, or your sibling doesn't live with people that they're related to. But the sibling is putting things in places, or you're putting things in places, but somebody's constantly moving them with the 5 of Wands. Why does she move there? Or something's going on with it. Something's also tragic about the fact that someone moved somewhere. So it could be you, your sibling, your sister, your friend. But I said that I get good life. Someone has moved somewhere. Maybe you think they have a good life. Maybe I get someone. Maybe you're pretending to have a good life. Someone could be like, there's a facade. Maybe something's going on with like you living somewhere or working somewhere, but people are like, there's somebody is putting on a facade. Could be fire signs, another Aries, Leo, or Sag energies. Maybe these elements are putting on they're annoying. Someone is annoying about those elements. Maybe they're putting on facades. They're putting on facades in a home, in a workplace. But they're also putting on facades in a what do you call it? In a work collaboration kind of situation, like a work some type of business agreement that you have with them. They're putting on facades with that. Someone who owing you money, or you owe some element owes somebody money, or you owe them money. You're trying to say that someone is not your child, or they're not your child, this, that, and the third. Maybe you live with someone who, like, they're old enough to take care of themselves. They're old enough to take care of themselves, but maybe you feel like you're paying for everything by their house. You're paying for somebody's house, or you're paying for a whole house by yourself. There's a Scorpio man that's not helping at all. It could be a friend, a partner of some kind. They're not helping you. A Scorpio energy is not helping you. A Scorpio man is not helping you. But where do you get this weed from? Like, that's why I said bad weed. Somebody, like a Scorpio dude, like somebody gave you really shitty, really bad weed that either you're tripping off of it. I see what's going on. That's why I said hangman energy. Like, what the hell is going on? Maybe you're paranoid. Maybe it's psychedelic shit that's going on with you. This is a situation where a Scorpio man, some water sign man, it could be the Cancerian man, Scorpio man, they brought you weed, but they're not supposed to be with. I just got that. They're not supposed to be with a Scorpio, Cancerian, water sign man. You're not supposed to be with them, or you're doing something with them. You could be cheating on somebody with that energy. Or you're somewhere with them and you're not supposed to be with them. That's why I said racist prejudice and being in areas where you're not supposed to be, but it's petty shit because maybe other people are getting away with it. Or someone's going in with them bringing you bad weed. That's why I said itchy skin and breaking out. And maybe you feel like there's a plot and plan. Maybe you feel like somebody did it on purpose to somebody. Gave them a bad batch of weed. Like, what's that? K2 or some kind of shit like that. K2, 5 of Wands. Why did he do this to me? If it's a Scorpio man, why did he do this to me? Maybe you should stop smoking with a Scorpio man. Maybe you should stop smoking with a Scorpio man. Sag, Aries. I feel like you're doing business with those energies. You also are partying with those elements. Sag, Aries, Scorpio man you smoke with. But you're partying with Aries and Sag energies. But it's not for long. You're not going to be partying with those energies for long with the 5 of Wands. Jeez. Page of Cups. You may have a son. There's this feeling of not wanting your son involved with something. Page of Cups energy. There could be the Cancer. There's something going on. There's a child that's being made fun of with the Page of Cups. A child is being made fun of, or a younger water sign child is being made fun of. But it's something wrong with being dark. There's a water sign child. That could be why a child is. This could be an element here where a child is being made fun of inside of a house. 5 of Wands, Page of Cups. That nose and features and skin tone and using this, that, and the third. Maybe a child is doing that in a home. Maybe you don't want a child to do that in a home anymore. But they're not being favored, or they're being favored with the Page of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces kid. But that's not my son. Something's going on with somebody coming over, like 5 of Wands and all these arguments. Somebody could be coming over, or they're showing up to your place and they're like, please take your child. You're like, that's not my kid. If you're a female, maybe you don't want to be responsible for somebody else's. If you're a female, you don't want to be responsible for somebody else's kid. You don't want to be responsible for somebody else's kid. 5 of Wands energy. But why is she treating her children like that? Maybe you could be that she. Maybe you're arguing with someone and maybe you're treating your children bad. Maybe you're slapping a child. If you're a female, you're taking out your anger that you have with a Scorpio or these fire signs. You're taking them out on somebody else's kid or your kid. Or it's external. Page of Cups. But it's a why does she have? You're trying to, if you're a guy, girl, whatever, this could be your friend. This could be something that your friend may be storming over to your house and trying to drop off her kid to your place. Or maybe your family member, maybe your family is external, maybe your family member is doing that. I was in the Cancer from the beginning and a Cancerian energy coming by. Maybe it's a Cancerian energy, a younger Cancerian energy is coming by. But there's an element with that where they think that they're the favorite one. So it could be like a younger Cancerian family member, friend, cousin, whatever. Or it's a child that thinks that they're the favorite one and they're being treated better than the darker child or something crazy like that. Or is something going on with dark and light in family, and you don't want a cousin or you don't want family fights anymore because this element is causing issues. The younger Cancerian female, male, they're causing problems. They're causing problems for you. Or it's your partner, Scorpio energy. They're not helping. Maybe you see them maybe you see a Scorpio man as a Page of Cups. If it's not a kid, you see them as a child. Someone needs to go back to college or something. Somebody's somebody's education level is like on a middle school or a high school kind of vibe with a Page of Cups. So it could be a Cancerian woman or man that they're younger than you, or they're younger than you, or they're older than you, and they're showing up like a Page of Cups, or it's an actual child. Maybe there's a child that needs to go to school, period. But he's not ready yet. Maybe there's a child that isn't ready to go to school yet. 5 of Wands. That could be what you're arguing with a Scorpio man about. Or you're arguing about an Aries and a Sag about for some reason. That's not his kid. When I say Aries and Sag, you're storming around and you're saying that some child in somebody's house or some child that is visiting, there's a Sag or Aries, whatever. They're walking around with this kid, and you're screaming at, you're carrying on with someone, but you're carrying on with housemates and saying that's not somebody's kid, that's not my kid. This is crazy. Like something's going on here with a child. A child got darker over time, and people are arguing about that. People are trying to change up on the child and say that, that's not my child. That's not his or her child. Because the child is no longer the child. Obviously, when the child comes out the wound or when they start aging, they're gonna get lighter. A child is getting darker, and somebody is embarrassed at the fact that a child is getting darker. Why? I get the Scorpio. The Scorpio is embarrassed at the fact that their child, that the child that you have with them is getting darker. But I get something about the Aries. Maybe an Aries is doing that. But I get something about a Virgo. This energy could be showing up as a Virgo. There's an Aries that's insecure about the darkness and lightness of their sun. Aries is insecure about the darkness and lightness of their sons or son with the Page of Cups. You're trying to understand why that element is that way. She shouldn't treat her son. Maybe there's an element here where an Aries is favor. I get the lighter. Aries is favoring a lighter child over a darker child. Maybe someone's going with spending time with a lighter child or not. Or are not spending time with a darker child, where somebody's kid is getting darker, like just by way of change, elements, being exposed to the environment, a child is getting darker. But somebody doesn't want that to happen. So it could be a Scorpio or you, something's going on with, or something's going on with a lighter family member that they're young in mind, or it's an actual child, or it's a younger Cancerian energy that's they're visiting and you don't want them to. Because they're going to compare. So if they come by, they're going to compare your kids to theirs. Or they're trying to drop off their kid to somebody. And maybe intuitively, if a kid gets dropped off, a kid is going to be favored because they're light. So this could be a situation where, like, maybe you have kids, 5 of Wands. You may have kids, but maybe your sister maybe you're at home with your kids and mom is there, dad is there, and you're in between you and your sibling, the mom and dad is home, the grandparents are home. So if your sister, maybe your sister's kids are lighter or darker, but they're visiting. So what's happening is that whoever has the lighter kids, you or your sibling or cousin situation, the kids, you intuitively, that they're going to get favored with the 5 of Wands. There's a put her over there. So somebody is trying to like tell someone to sit in a different location than the other children or the other person. Someone's also being treated differently because they're lighter. I get pedestal when I said that. Somebody's light in a family and they're being put on a pedestal. So it's children, children, or you're being put on a pedestal because you're lighter. Something's going on with your mother not wanting you to tan. Your mother doesn't want you to be at the beach tanning. Your mother doesn't want you at the beach tanning, 5 of Wands. And when I get that, what's wrong with her? You're trying to understand what's wrong with your mom. Your mom, maybe this is from childhood, or if it's not happening now, you don't understand why your mother doesn't want you by like the beach, for long periods of time. Or maybe it happened to this younger Cancerian energy. Or something's going on with the Scorpio. Some in comparisons and maybe there's a situation here where like maybe something's going on where someone's pretending to favor you over a Cancerian female. Someone's pretending to favor you over a Cancer, vice versa. That's why I said noses and cosmetic things. Like maybe you feel like someone's pretending to do that, and you know that maybe something's changing like inside of you with the Page of Cups, or as kids. But they're trying to bleach. Somebody's trying to bleach a child's skin. You can't do that. That's bad. Someone's trying to bleach a child's skin. Maybe you heard that conversation. You heard that conversation. I get between an Aries and a Sag about bleaching a child's skin. Page of Cups. Or they were saying something crude about or somebody's kid. Bleaching their skin. That's why you don't want to deal with Aries and Sag energies anymore, because they were saying something crazy about your kid. But you're like, but they're dark. Maybe Aries and Sag, they're darker than you for some reason or not. And they're talking about bleaching. They're making jokes about bleaching your skin, or bleaching a child, bleaching your skin. Yeah, maybe. That's why I said someone's itchy and burning. Maybe you put bleaching cream on yourself, or somebody's doing this to a kid. But they're either laughing into like telling you to do that, or you are doing that already, and they're making fun of it. Wow, that's out of control. Or it's a cousin, or it's a younger cousin. It's a younger cousin that has been bleaching. Maybe you have a cousin you have a light-skinned cousin, or whatever kind of family this is, dark, light, whatever. You could be darker, lighter, whatever. There's a light-skinned cousin that is bleaching, that they're starting to, or they have been bleaching their skin. Because they didn't like what a mother was saying about them. Or it's happening to a kid. If it's not anything like that, Page of Cups energy, you don't know how to face something. Maybe you have a crush on someone in a job and you want to tell them with the Page of Cups. They're already tied to someone, 5 of Wands. There's a Pisces that doesn't like you. So maybe you feel, Pisces, man, woman, whatever. Maybe you feel like they did that because of your skin tone. So maybe someone was stringing you along, younger Pisces. They were stringing you along, vice versa. Maybe you're doing that to them. You knew someone didn't like you in a family or in a personal private relationship. Or Cancer, the Cancer is insecure about their skin tone, or about the darkness and lightness of their kid. Or you're insecure about the darkness, lightness of your children, or something stupid like that. Your present has the Hermit sign. I did say you were dealing with Virgo, but they're the ones that are going through this, or they have went through this. Virgo-like element. But it's because of Aries. The Aries element. Aries is shunning. An Aries is starting to shun their child. Page of Cups. Or Aries is shunning a Virgo. They're shunning a Virgo. But I also get because they're light. What the hell is going on with the color? A Virgo is being shunned because they're light. Because they're light for some reason. This could be a situation here where there's a darker child or darker family member that is being favored over a lighter one with the Hermit energy. There's 2 Virgos. 2 Virgos. The lighter one is being shunned, or the darker one is being shunned, or the darker one is being favored and the lighter one is being shunned. If it's 2 Virgos, it could be 2 friends that are Virgos, or one of them is complaining about how their childhood was like that. Page of Cups. You want to offer some. I get a deal. You want to offer someone a deal, but maybe you want them. It could be a water sign or the Virgo. You want them terribly to get over their insecurities. The Virgo. The Virgo is being favored. But they're complaining about being shunned by parents and not having love by parents. But as I was lighter when I was younger, somebody got darker, or they're starting to get darker. But a Pisces is complaining about that. You know that? A Pisces is complaining about a Virgo element, like their skin tones, about having them over and not having them over and shunning them because of their skin tone. Five of Wands, the Hermit. Someone is ridiculous to you. Like, this could be happening in a job. This could be happening in a job, colorism in a job with the Hermit energy. If it's not the sign of Virgo, why did you choose to work somewhere that something's wrong with people? Like, they're constantly like they're constantly making comparisons between dark and light co-workers, housemates. Why did he or she or I, why did I choose to work here, live here? Why did she or he choose to work or live somewhere? This could be happening to a Virgo. They're constantly, something is going on. People are constantly making comparisons. But it could be work ethic, Hermit energy. It could be work ethic. This could be a Page of Cups that you're waiting on. This could be maybe your Page of Cups could be, maybe you're trying to flirt with somebody that's younger than you constantly in a job. Your boss notices that. They're tired of that with the Hermit energy. But it's like maybe other co-workers are getting away with flirting with other co-workers, but maybe you're not. Or getting away with doing something, period, in a job, but maybe you're not. And you feel like it's because you're darker, you're lighter, or something's going on with your expertise and favoritism. This could be a situation where you have a boss that is like, because you're the only one that did not go to college, or because you're the only one that does not have a degree, I'm treating you this way. Or skill, or resume, whatever it is, with the Hermit energy. You don't understand why something matters between darkness and lightness of kids. Watching somebody's child. Intuitively knowing that a child's going to be favored better. Or why an Aries element is shunning one child over the other, vice versa. But when I said she needs help, there's an Aries that needs help. She doesn't know what she's saying. But the Future has the Faith card. This could be an element here, like, okay, yeah. The Faith energy here. But I get house. You need the faith to live in a home environment. You live in a home where maybe it could be your parents are doing this to you, or cousins are doing this to you. But your cousins are favored. You have cousins that are being favored over you, or you are that cousin that's being favored. But I keep getting nose. So maybe your nose is very different from your cousin's noses. I don't know. Or not. Or children's nose. Maybe children's noses are being compared. But she looks more European than so-and-so. There's nose comparisons being made in a family environment. There's nose comparisons being made in a family, but it has to do with who looks more European or not. Hermit energy. There's a grandmother that's doing that to you. A grandmother that's still living that's doing that to you. Your grandmother's also very particular of who you talk to, who you be with. Five of Wands. Maybe you're trying to say someone would be an African or black or whatever. Maybe something's going on with mixing in a family. Maybe somebody doesn't want you to mix with someone, or doesn't want you to talk to black men or mixed men. Something's going on with a Gemini energy. Someone doesn't want you to be with someone that has black in their blood, even though that's not possible because life began in Africa, and that's where everybody comes from. So everybody is going to have some speck of black in them, regardless, with the Hermit energy here. You're annoyed by something as well. It could be your family's thoughts about your kids. But I also get education. You're annoyed by, maybe there's a lack of, but maybe you're annoyed, or you're annoyed by your lack of education, or you're annoyed by the lack of education of this energy. Or housemates, or a mom, a dad, cousins, siblings. Like, you're annoyed by somebody's or people, like their lack of education, the Hermit energy. Like you're getting needs to go back to school. It could be you. You need to go back to school, study, or study on your own, or this younger water sign needs to study on their own. They have a colorism issue. They're small-minded. They have a colorism issue. They have a colorism mental issue with the Page of Cups. You're trying to understand if somebody finished college. Maybe they're an older water sign, but they're younger than you. If it's not a kid, you're a Cancer. You're trying to understand if a Cancer finished college because they're saying stupid shit to you. They're saying stupid things. Some water sign that's younger than you or older than you, but they're young in mind. They're saying stupid things, or their conversations, the kinds of conversations that you're having with this water sign, whether they're older or younger, but they're showing up young because their mental mind is like that. Because they're showing up like that, it's like, did you go to school? Like, did you go to college? Did you get a degree? Sometimes it doesn't matter though. Like maybe you could be really educated. This could be an element here where you finished college, but maybe this element didn't. Maybe that's why they're being rude to you because they're jealous of the fact that you finished college and they didn't, vice versa. Or they're talking about colorism and the way they talk about other people, ethnicities, and being black and black blood and this, that, and the third. You feel like someone is not very educated, period. Someone isn't very educated in your home, in your job. You can't take it anymore. Five of Wands, or maybe somebody feels that something's going on with you. Like, I don't know what the deal is. Like, maybe you need to go to school. Like, maybe somebody needs to study. Someone needs to study. But because the reason into why someone needs to study is they're saying stupid things they're retarded. So they're saying really stupid things, and you're like, this person has a lack of education, or they're very young in mind. They're very young in mind. I don't know if somebody feels that way about you. I'm sorry. 9 of Coins. 9 of Coins for your instincts. You want to have it all. Someone's going with you wanting to have it all. Could be Earth sign energies. But I also think you want Earth sign energies help. Maybe you're trying to look for a new job. But again, you're trying to get Earth sign energies help into what is wrong with a Cancer. Or what a Cancer is trying to do to you. But you're indirectly doing that. Oh, I see what's going on. You could be indirectly finding out how younger water sign or older. You're trying to indirectly find out how this energy feels about you, or their plots and plans on you. You're trying to figure that out, but you're trying to get an Earth sign energy to do it, but you're not directly doing it. You're doing it indirectly. But again, by watching something, you're watching something that an Earth sign energy has. You're watching something. This could be something that somebody asks you to watch, like a training or something. Some type of training video. But she doesn't know what's going on. So it could be like the younger water sign or kid. She doesn't know what's going on. You're trying to say someone doesn't know what's happening around them. That's why you're screaming that you're saying that somebody's not very educated because they don't know what's going on around them. Someone is choosing not to say something. So it could be the Earth sign. Someone is choosing not to talk, but they're doing it on purpose. But you think that someone isn't very smart because of what they're allowing people to do to them. Maybe you feel like the fact that someone is not talking or defending themselves, you feel like somebody's going to exact karma on people, right? Family. Maybe you feel like the fact that you're not talking, people feel like, somebody feels like you want to exact karma on them. So this could be something going on in a job. This energy could be a very young-minded coworker that you have that has low self-esteem. I mean, low self-esteem and insecurity is what causes prejudice and racism issues. It's low self-esteem and insecure feelings. You're trying to understand. Somebody may not have. There's a ditzy person that they're ditzy. They're younger and they're ditzy. You're calling somebody ditzy. They're young and ditzy. They're not educated. If they're not a kid, it's just a younger person. But they're constantly being compared to you in a job, in a family. You don't understand? Or it's your kids or somebody else's kids. Ditzy person they're not very educated at all. Your accomplishment has the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands energy. You want to leave. It's right next to the 5 of Wands. You want to leave. But you don't know when to go or you don't know where to go. They're away from this energy. You want to get away from them. It could be a kid. Maybe you want breaks from your kids or a child. You want breaks from children. But there's because somebody's family members are treating this child or younger person badly or better, and you can't take it, so that's why you want to leave. Or it's in a job and you can't stand the favoritism of this woman. This woman can have like green or blue eyes. They're ditzy, they're uneducated, and you can't take it. You can't take it. Something wrong with being a bobblehead. Like this, maybe you're trying to say that this element is a bobblehead. They're not educated. They're a bobblehead. I mean, that's rude, but you're saying that, but you're like, I want to leave. Maybe they live with you. They may live with you, and maybe you live with someone that's heavily racist. This energy could be a younger water sign woman or water sign person, whatever. They're heavily racist, and they're also mentally ill. Maybe they're mentally, or they have colorism issues. They're mentally ill because they're talking about noses and skin tones. So what? Maybe the skin and using this, that, and the third, and maybe they bought something. This could be a situation where you live with this younger water sign, and they're being, but they're not family, and they're being really like judgmental to you. They're being really rude or racist and prejudiced to you, or rude. Period. So what, you could be a cousin or whatever. They're being really rude to you, so you can't take it. So that same analogy from the beginning. So you're finding, maybe you're looking through their things and you're looking to see what they just bought. So you're going in there and you're putting like toxic stuff in their things. You're putting toxic stuff in their things, and they're going to use it, and their skin is itching and burning. But they think that like I said, they think that it's the store. They think it's the store. But I get something about, if it's not a younger person that you're trying to do that to that's annoying the shit out of you and they're mentally ill, it's a child. Maybe something happened with a kid, lotion with a child, but same shit, somebody gave it to you. There's a jealous mom. So your mom could be jealous of your child. Maybe there's a grandparent situation where your parents, somebody's parents, your partner's parents, your parents are jealous of your children. That's why you want to leave. Or they're constantly comparing your kids, nose sizes, skin tones. So they're giving them, somebody's jealous of somebody's kid, so they're giving the child creams that are irritating their skin on purpose. Wow, that's crazy. Your spiritual self has a 6 of coins. There's receive. This is also going on here with a plan. This is crazy. This could be an element here where somebody, oh, this is out of control stuff. There's a situation here where, I know it's bad to say, this could be a situation here where you gave your child something, you could have put something toxic on your child on purpose, but that's your way of getting money. That's your way of getting money. But you actually did it, or you asked someone to do it. To throw a store under the bus. Maybe you kind of sacrifice a child in the sense where, like, you put them in a line of your own mistakes. So you could have put a cream, or you gave a child something to use, like a bike or whatever, and you're like, fall off of it or something, or pretend that you fell, or maybe you gave them something that made their skin really red, or you disguised that to happen. But it's for someone to get, it's planned to throw a store under the bus, or a manager of that, a racist prejudice manager under the bus, by putting a child on the line. Or maybe it's a younger Cancerian energy. You heard that they did that. You heard that they did that, or they're responsible for doing something. But is it that's what you get kind of vibe? Like, maybe you're saying that to a younger water sign. They could have been the victim of that kind of situation. They could have been the ones that were thrown on the bus for something, but for some reason, like, you're being handed the cash pertaining to this younger water sign. They shouldn't have gotten involved. You shouldn't have gotten them involved. Maybe you're getting thrown on the bus for the maltreatment of a child or a younger person to you. That's why there's favoritism, and people are doing this to you in a family, this, that, and the third. This could be somebody's reminiscing on what you did to them when they were kids. That's why they're saying that to you. Hermit energy where you're present. Your mentality has the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. You could be defending yourself with these water signs. Virgo, something's going on with a Virgo-like element. There's also this element of trying to be a good uncle or aunt as well to this energy. It could be Virgo children or water sign children. Maybe you're trying to be a good parent. Maybe the Aries and the Sag energies, maybe you think that they're bad parents, or they think that you're a bad parent for something that you try to do, or it's some way that you're trying to get money with somebody is not good. Some type of way that you're trying to get money. Younger water sign that needs to go back to school, they're uneducated, or a Virgo. Or maybe this is something that a Virgo is doing. But yeah, a Virgo is doing that to an Aquarian energy. They're doing that to an Aquarius. But I also get a Pisces doing that to an Aquarius. A Pisces, something like dark and light. Someone's going on here with a Virgo, somebody's sun. Like there's a Virgo that's dating an Aquarian energy that's darker than them, vice versa. Pisces doesn't want that. Aries possibly doesn't want that. That's why I said that you're also dark. You're also light. You're also this, that, and third. Why does a child have to suffer through this kind of shit? Mental health issues going on here, boy. Your what's changing for you is the Two of Swords. There's a serious decision that you need to make, or a Virgo needs to make about an Aquarian energy, or that you need to make about water signs. This could be changing schools. Maybe you're changing schools because you can't take a professor. Maybe you're in class. This could be something that's happening with a professor. But it's a a professor caught you doing something. Some type of way that you were making money with someone, a professor caught you doing. It could have been gambling on campus. I don't know. Making bets on campus. Somebody caught you making bets or gambling somewhere, period. In a workplace. In a job. In a family. And they didn't want that. But maybe you feel like it's because of the way you look. Or the way somebody looks. The resolution has the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. You need mental clarity. You're going to need mental clarity into understanding why people are treating you this way, family, friends, children, why children are being treated the way they are. You need mental clarity, but I also feel like you want to study more. You could be the one that's getting away with stuff because of the way you look, or somebody else is not. Or something's going on with your position in your life and family members pointing it out. Or you're dark and light kids, or somebody's dark and light kids. Someone creeping back from childhood because of a Cancerian energy. Somebody talking about your nose, but they really want to look like you or be like you. You know that. But they're trying to belittle you or make you feel bad. But they really want your life. Or maybe somebody wants maybe somebody can't have kids, or someone doesn't have kids, so they're being cruel. They're being cruel. All right, outcome, Leo. Four of damn swords. I guess I'm on air signs. Something is going on with air signs, period, with the Two of Swords and the Six of Swords. Maybe you need help from air signs. Maybe they're not available. This could be a situation here where maybe you're dating someone that you may be dating someone that has prejudice issues, or they're not educated or something. You want to be back with an air sign. Whoever your air sign energy was. It was getting Aquarius. But I feel like the Virgo was tied to an Aquarius. Maybe you're some air sign that you're dealing with. There's an air sign that maybe you want to be back with them. You may have stormed out on an air sign energy, but you want them back. Because who you left someone for, something's wrong with them, vice versa. And maybe they're trying to crawl back to you with the Four of Swords. That's why you're saying that's what you get. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy for the outcome. Arguing with them. You could have been arguing with them about looks and changes and this, that, and the third, and having and being black or being half white and black and stupid, whatever it is, and complaining about that. And they couldn't take your family doing that to them constantly. Maybe that's why you're trying to leave them. They're trying to leave you. Couldn't take it. Dark and light kids. Looking more European. Not looking European. This could also have something to do with the texture of somebody's hair also. Somebody as stupid as that. Like your hair may be straight, curly, kinky, whatever, but somebody doesn't want you to be with someone with like kinky or thick hair, or someone doesn't want you to be with someone with curly hair. Someone may look Middle Eastern and not Italian, or someone looks like an Indian and not Italian or French, whatever craziness like that. This is crazy. To a swords, you're trying to figure out I get ditching an air sign. You're trying to figure out if you want to ditch an air sign, but you can't take the crazy comparisons that your family is doing. This would be a situation here where your mother wants you to be with this water sign, but they're not educated or something, or someone is dumb about them. I'm sorry. I'm just saying what the spirit is saying. Someone is not right about a water sign, younger water sign that your parents are trying to hook you up with, but they have all the looks and characteristics that your family wants you to. They want you to conceive and stay in European bloodline or black bloodline or Nigerian bloodline, some crazy stupid shit like that. Russian bloodline, Indian bloodline. Don't go with dark light, mixed, whatever. Why the fuck does it matter? That's why your relationship with a Gemini is the way it is. Your relationship with a Gemini is crazy because of the way your family feels about them. But maybe there's elements here where you're not telling a Gemini energy how your mother really feels about them. How a mother or a father or siblings or cousins or grandmas, how they feel about somebody that you're talking to, vice versa. Damn. Treating somebody, this could be a situation where you're white and you're dating a black dude and you've got mixed kids. But maybe your boyfriend's your boyfriend's mother is black, obviously, but she's like hardcore favorite. Maybe you have kids together with the black dude, but one child is lighter, and the mom and there's grandmas that are favoring the lighter grandchild, but they're both children are mixed. Period. Just an example. I don't understand. You don't understand. You should not listen to parents. Just be who you want to be with. I don't understand. Vice versa. These water signs. Or these are things that people are sharing with you that you don't understand. You don't understand why the kind of shit matters. It's crazy. It's mental craziness. All right, Leo, let me know how it resonates. Bye.